advisory and financial planning services are offered through Simplicity Wealth, LLC, and SEC Registered Investment Advisor. SEC registration does not constitute nor endorse of the firm, nor does it indicate that the advisor has attained a particular level of skill nor ability. Investing involves risk of loss. Insurance, consulting, and education services offered through Diamond Life Planning is a separate and unaffiliated entity from Simplicity Wealth. This information is provided as a general information and is not intended to be specific financial guidance. Before you make any decisions regarding your personal financial situation, you should consult a financial or tax professional to discuss your individual circumstances and objectives.
Welcome to the Rock My Finances show on K4HD Radio and Talk4 TV, where we put the fun in finance. Join Powerhouse Jennifer Joseph, CDFA, CMC, and Private Wealth Advisor, as she collaborates with you to create clarity, control, and confidence with your money, your way. It's not about the zeros, so what is it all about? Let's find out. Now here's your host and weekly friend, Jennifer Joseph.
Hey y'all, welcome back. We are doing our money manifestation series. This is so fun. We are doing chapter 3 right now. I'm kind of excited about this because these are the kind of questions that I get all the time. I just got it last Friday. So I do a Rock My Finances Club, and we have a monthly Zoom call, and we have people join from that call and ask me all these wonderful questions, right? And so the question that I got last Friday was, how do I stay on the right train, track, alignment, whatever you want to call it? How do I shift my money energy? And when I'm out of being stuck, how do I stay there? So this is a great episode for us today. So we're going to get really practical. I know we've all felt stuck before. We've all felt stressed out or overwhelmed with money. This is just, it's kind of a thing that we do here in the United States. Probably all around the world, right? So I'm going to give you some simple tools that you can use immediately to shift how you feel. And then ultimately, that's how you're going to show up with your money relationship. So today we're going to talk about the 3 tools. The first tool is going to be an appreciation rampage, which I did mention in episode 2 as well. And I got that from Abraham Hicks. I love Abraham Hicks and I listen to them often. Then we're going to do number 2, which is going to be, it's just a simple mindset game. And it's called Virtual Reality by Abraham Hicks as well. And we're going to start it with, wouldn't it be nice if? And then I'm going to continue that on to number 3, the diamond shift method, which is my company name, Diamond Life. And so I've kind of put all this together and coined this, the diamond shift method. And that is going to be fun at the end of this episode. So make sure to stay to the end of that. So these are the 3 we're going to talk about. So as I mentioned in episode 2, I had you all look up the emotional scale. If you haven't done that, I do mention it often because we don't know where we're going until we know where we're at. I can't give you directions to get to your favorite destination if I don't know where you're coming from. And if we don't know where we're coming from, then we kind of have things in control of our lives and it's not us making choices. So check out the emotional scale. There's lots of different pictures, terminology, and basically it's how our emotions work from despair all the way up to joy. And it's every different emotion along the way. So you can imagine there's lots of them, right? So when we talk about the emotional scale, I want you to know how you're showing up and where you are and what you're feeling at the moment. You might be overwhelmed and frustrated, or maybe you might just be neutral about your money and not even care because it really isn't important to you. But the question is, how do you actually move up from where you're at? Unless you're already at complete joy and bliss, then you need to be listening to this episode. Just saying. Okay, so how we want to be able to move up from there. That's where the diamond shift method comes in. So because the method gives you a way to move your thoughts in a way that your brain will actually accept. So this is the difference of just positive thinking. And I'm sure many of you do affirmations, which I do as well. My money's always working out for me. The universe has got my back. My money grows while it sleeps. All these little mantras that we might have. And I love that. And that's good. However, we have to make sure where we're at the time that we're doing these mantras, because if we are from the bottom of the hole in despair and frustration and stress and anger, and then we're just saying these mantras, it's like putting a little Band-Aid over. It's doing nothing. It's not going to heal it. It's not going to make it go away. And so if you need stitches from your despair, putting a Band-Aid's not going to do any good. Okay. Sorry. I have always weird analogies, but I hope you get my drift. I hope you get my drift. So when people talk about like low energy or low vibration, Abraham Hicks is a big, law of attraction and vibrations around energy. What they're really talking about is our stress on our nervous system. So when everybody take a breath. Like just that one breath calms my nervous system down so much, like it feels so much better. And the key is not to jump from stress to overabundance overnight. And unfortunately, I believe what's been out there is the affirmations and the positive thinking and all of that great stuff, which is absolutely wonderful. And I love it. However, it's not beat all end all. And there's other things that we need to do as well. We can't just jump from frustration, anger, stress, overwhelm to joy, abundance, wealth. As you can tell, otherwise we'd all be wealthy. Because if it was all it took was positive thinking, my goodness, we would all be there. So it takes way more to manifest than just positive thinking and some mantras and some meditation. It takes more. It has to be the vibration that we are running at on a daily basis more times than not. So it doesn't have to be perfect at all. But if we feel like, if we picture ourselves at the top of a mountain and we're creating a snowball. So we have a little tiny ball and then we're rolling down the hill. The more snow that ball picks up, the bigger the snowball gets, right? And that momentum and the bigger it gets just takes off. So our little tiny stress might be a little tiny worry about, I wonder if I'm going to have enough money for the bills this month or whatever it might be, or enough money for a vacation. And then the next thought is another negative thought that stays on that momentum path going downhill. And then the next one and the next one and the next one, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And now your snowball is huge, gigantic, enormous, ginormous at the bottom of the hill. And then you call me and say, hey, JJ, how do I get on a positive wealth trajectory? And you've got this great big huge snowball at the bottom of the hill from all of the thoughts that you have put into it and all of the feeling that you have around it. So you can't go from that huge snowball to $1 million mansion. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. However, you can melt that snowball very easily with better thinking, positive thoughts, one step at a time or 10 steps at a time if your momentum is going. Now, let's say we're at a plateau of that hill. So we went down the hill with all those thoughts, the negative thoughts, the scary, stressy, overwhelmed thoughts. And then we're at this plateau of this mountain, right? So now we can either make the choice of staying there stuck in that negative space or start with the positive thoughts. And it doesn't even have to be about money. It could be about anything. And then that momentum is going to take off. Don't we want momentum around positivity instead of the stress, right? I hope you can picture my mountain. Okay, so we're going to go on this emotional scale one thing at a time. Each step matters because you're going to start the momentum with it. Each little piece of clarity that you get is going to make you feel a little tiny bit better. So any little thing that we accomplish or just feel better, you don't even have to do anything. It's literally how you feel. So if I'm stressed out and worried and I go jump in my hot tub, guess what? I'm not stressed out and worried anymore. Now I'm not even just neutral. I'm above neutral. So now I'm climbing up this emotional scale and I'm feeling good. My vibration is vibrating higher. Frequencies are a real thing. They're out there, they're scientific, and they're numbered. So our frequency that we're vibrating at goes higher. The more joy we have, we vibrate higher, if that makes sense. Okay, so instead of asking, how do I fix my money? I want you to ask yourself, what is the next thought that feels just a little bit better than this thought? So that way we can move up the scale a little bit. And if it doesn't work with money, just get off that entire topic. Because we could say, I wonder, the question I had earlier, I wonder if I'm going to have enough money to pay my bills. The thought could be, just the next stop up is, it will be nice when I have all the money to pay all my bills, because we're not saying we have the money. We're not saying that we're not gonna and we're going to. We're just saying, wouldn't it be nice if I had all the money to pay my bills? So now you're going to go up to a neutral state instead of a despair state. Does that make sense? So what feels good to you right now? What thought can take you to the next step? If you can't even say that one thought, then you got to go do something completely different. Go take a hot shower, do some jumping jacks, some sit-ups, go put the sunshine on your face, go listen to a great song. I love Heart singing Stairway to Heaven on Kennedy Center Honors on YouTube. It's amazing. I love it. Go hug your pet your pet. Play pickleball. That's what I do. Anything that feels satisfying will automatically move you up the scale. It does not have to be on the subject that you're worried about. In fact, it's better not to be on that subject, because we just want to vibrate high at a good high frequency. It doesn't matter what the subject is. That's something that we do with our thinking self, not our feeling self. Our thinking self tries to trick us to think that we have to feel better and think differently about money, and we need to know everything right now in order for it to be better. It's inaccurate. We just have to feel better in order for us to be able to receive the really good thoughts and decisions that we can make from a higher vibration. Because when we're stressed out about money, our brain is always scanning for other problems. It's got that momentum going, right? So it's looking for what's wrong, what's missing, what's not enough everywhere. So you might have done this before. You might be stressed about money, and then you go with your partner or friends or family somewhere for dinner, and then something else happens. You get a flat tire on the way to dinner, or you're late, or you get a ticket, or the waiter brings you the wrong meal, or the drink tastes lousy. Like, it's a momentum of just negativity. Again, it doesn't have to be on the same subject. So when we're on that momentum of the bottom half of the emotional scale, we stay there. So we want to get out of there. So we want to feel good about anything at all to get out of that momentum. Doesn't have to be perfection, just anything that feels true. Here's another thing. It must feel true. You can't say, I hope I have enough money to pay off all my bills. Oh, I'm going to be wealthy. Absolutely. By the end of the month. That your body's going to go, sister, you'd be lying to me. You'd be lying to me. So we do not want to say anything to our body that is not true. That's why we come up with, wouldn't it be nice if I had all this wonderful money? And it would be nice if. That's not a lie. That's very true. Then usually our second thought after that will be a negative thought, but we want to cancel that for right now. We'll look at that later. Okay. So instead of looking for perfection, we're going to go back to the rampage of appreciation. Thank you, Abraham Hicks. So we want to be looking actively for things that we appreciate. This beautiful surrounding, my sunshine in my window right here. My gardeners just cut the grass. It smells so good. I love that smell. You with allergies, probably dreading that, but I don't have allergies. So I love the smell of cut grass. I love that. Anything that's going to instantly connect to good feelings and energy is going to open the floodgates for well-being. Then you're going to be able to say, it's going to be so good to pay my bills this month, because that is something that you know you're going to do. And you can feel that. I have income coming in. We're not saying I don't have enough income. I hope my income's enough. It's not saying that. I have income coming in, which is very true. I am learning about money. I am becoming more aware. I am taking steps to do better with my money. I just need to know the right next step. I need to know what makes me feel good right now. See, that's a different momentum, right? It's more on the positive, but I'm not talking anything about $1 million, mansions, Ferraris, our amazing, what are those purses that are so expensive that I would totally love one, but I would never spend that money. All those things. We're not talking about that. We're talking about staying general, that our body can accept, our mind can accept, and it can raise our vibration up the emotional scale. I hope that makes sense. What happens is your brain starts to shift. That's what this whole thing is about, is shifting our brain. So we start to move out of the problem mode energy and we start moving into the possibility mode energy, which means we're not ignoring reality. We're just not completely expanding where we are right this second in those mathematical numbers of your money. We're expanding how we feel right now. So this sunshine feels so good. My bills will all be paid this month. I have income coming in. You could get as simple as I have a roof over my head. I have food to eat today. That's great. You could be a little bit better off than that and say, okay, I am set for the next 5 years. My savings is exactly where it needs to be. I'm only going to get better. I'm only going to attract more wealth, right? Everyone's a little bit different. So we want to shift and reduce the pressure and open up clarity. That's what this is all about. So our first tool is, where'd I go? To shift the appreciation. So we want an appreciation rampage. That's it. Then we're going to step into wouldn't it be nice game. I mentioned that as well. Wouldn't it be nice? For those little moments where reality feels very heavy, the positive thinking feels like too big of a jump, then instead of forcing a belief, we need to soften it into possibilities. So we're going to say, instead of I need more money, or I don't have enough, or there isn't ever enough, we're going to say, wouldn't it be nice if I started to feel more in control of my money? Wouldn't it be nice if things started to feel a little easier? Wouldn't it be nice if I could figure out this next best step? Or stay away from the money topic altogether. Wouldn't it be nice if I felt more calm today? Wouldn't it be nice if things were just a little bit easier? Wouldn't it be nice if I trusted myself a little more? Wouldn't it be nice if today flowed better than I expected? Wouldn't it be nice if I felt more at peace of where I am right now? Wouldn't it be nice if I handled things differently than I usually do? Wouldn't it be nice if I felt more clear about what to do next? Wouldn't it be nice if I gave myself more grace? Wouldn't it be nice if I didn't take everything so seriously? Things like that. Does that make sense? Okay, now this is based on science. Are you ready? The 3-step progression. Number 1, the lowest resistance of what we need to say is, wouldn't it be nice if? That means our body's not going to reject that and it's going to be okay with it. Then when we start to feel better, we can say, I'm starting to learn about my money. I'm starting to feel better about my money. I'm starting to feel positive every day. I'm starting to take care of myself better every day. I'm starting to see my wealth grow. I'm starting to attract more abundance. That's next. The third thing, when it starts to become very believable, I am becoming wealthy. I am becoming healthy. I am becoming a happy, joyous person. I am becoming an attractable magnet to all wealth in the universe. I am becoming a wealthy woman. I am becoming a wealthy, strong, healthy woman, like whatever it is. So we have, wouldn't it be nice? I'm starting to, and I am becoming. That's once it starts to feel really believable. Then we say, it is nice that I am badass with my money. It is nice that I am very aware of every dime in my household. It is nice that I have a great, amazing financial plan. It is nice that I am feeling completely confident and financially free. People think they need to jump straight from I'm confident to abundant. That's not true. If our brain doesn't believe it, it's not going to happen. It's just going to create more resistance, which keeps us down the snowball hill, not the other one that we want to be positive. Eventually, it does feel real, I promise. But this is your money muscle. So it takes practice, y'all. You can't just do this overnight. But we need to move up the emotional scale, number 1. Number 2, wouldn't it be nice if? Number 3, I'm feeling more control now. So the diamond shift method is, the reason why this matters is because we're calling in our 3 C's. We want money, clarity, control, and confidence, which creates our diamond life, which is financially freedom. So because your thoughts shift, your mind gets clearer, and then you have clarity and you feel naturally more in control. And when you feel in control, that's where confidence comes. We love it, love it, love it. So confidence with money isn't something you force. It's something you build and create step by step, starting with how you think is how you feel. So if we change our words and our thoughts, we're going to change our feelings. And I hope this all brings you the diamond shift method, and you'll be able to shift any of that negativity into the upper scale of the emotional scale, making you feel very good. And the more we put out, whatever we put out there, we're going to get back. So do you want to put out the negative parts, or do you want to put out the, I'm feeling great today. The sun shines on my face. I feel happy. Wouldn't it be nice if my day just completely flowed, right? Okay, I love it. This has been chapter 3 in this money manifestation. Stay tuned for chapter 4. It's going to be amazing. So I want you to remove all the resistance and step out the door. And I want you all to be able to say, I rock my finances.
We appreciate you joining us today, and don't forget to subscribe to the Rock My Finances YouTube channel for more engagement and bonus content. Tell me, what is your money story? Let's find out with Jennifer right here on K4HD Radio and Talk4 TV. It's not about the zero, it's about the F word, feelings. Feelings Jennifer can't wait to explore with you next week. Until then, let's all say, I rock my finances.